Yo, it's Holdak3y. You now tuned in with Cool Boy Jeff. Check out the interview.
She tried to pay for it all. Bring some yak on my plate. Garlic noodles and steak. Bouncing out the valet. With all these tats on my.
What up, world? It's your boy Jeff, aka Cool Boy Jeff, right here. It's the only place you can find the wave. It's the Wave 804. Definitely is a dope interview. I got my nigga right here, you know what I'm saying, hold the key, because he definitely hold the weight, you feel me?
What's up?
Already, bro. I'm gonna say definitely appreciate you for doing this interview.
Appreciate you.
You know
man.
what I'm saying? Bro, listen, I definitely fuck with the wave. Fuck with the wave. I definitely bang with the music, what you trying to pursue, the inspiration of what you delivering in your music. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your thing, let everybody know who you are. We're gonna go from there.
Alright, well, my name Holdak3y. You know, if you want to, bro, I can tell you how I got the name Holdak3y before we
That's actually my first question too.
Alright, so I stayed around the Haven. It's a little neighborhood around Southside, not too far from Athens or whatever. And that's when I first started like gambling with money, you know, selling drugs, blah blah blah. Just to help my moms out there. Ain't no shit just to do it. You feel what I'm saying? Like niggas was really trying to get school clothes and eat and help my brothers and sisters out. You feel what I'm saying? So I had I made my first $1,000 was like $900, $999, 75 cents, $2 in a fucking nigga, bro. I swear to God, a whole stack where I counted this shit, right? So I went outside or whatever, niggas was gambling or whatever. I just was counting money type shit. And one of the OGs hit me up. He like, damn, Sleepy. Like, that's my other name, like Sleepy. Like, damn, Sleepy, bro. You hold a key. You got keys in that joint, don't it? And then I'm like, nah, bro, I won't hold a key. But it just hit me like, I'm gonna run with this. Like, hold the key to my dreams. Not no weight or anything like that, but hold the key to anything that I want in life. So that's how I got the name Holdak3y. So from there, you know, of course, you know, I grew up around Southside and things like that or whatever, but I got this new tape that's ready to drop. It's called Dream Work or whatever. All my music, I want to qualify as dreamy and jiggy, you know, just being your own self and being stylish, being who your true inner self is, you know, no matter what anybody's telling you or this is how it should be, you know. I always on some shit like fuck J's, you know what I mean? Like fuck Jordans, nigga. I'm ready to go buy some motherfucking Forces, nigga. I'm ready to go buy some motherfucking Reeboks, whatever's on.
Reebok,
you feel me? I don't know if y'all remember, nigga, in middle school, my mama, she ain't had that much money. You feel what I'm saying? So I couldn't pick out no motherfucking J's or some Forces, $100 or whatever. Nigga, I had to wait the tax half for some white flays. You feel what I'm saying? Like I had to wait. You feel me? But you know, so we'll go in the store, get the New Balances. I don't know if y'all remember. You do remember when them bitches like 2 for $80 or
Yo,
some shit.
what?
And Foot Locker.
Yeah.
Nigga, I go get the white tees, 5 for a dub. Nigga, we set for that week. We set for that week until we gamble up some more money and then, you know, get some more shit. But, you know, of course, the tape is talking about love talk too. You know, I've been through a lot of, not a lot, but like a lot of like situations with women that changed my perspective of love, you know, and how I should go about love and things like that or whatever, you know. But expressing it in my own way, and I talk about, I'm not gonna be nonchalant about it, like trying to be all low key about it, like. But I do talk about drugs in my music, but it's in a way to say if you do have to do it the best way or the right way. I always tell my homies like, bro, make your next move your best move. Make that shit count. Like if it don't count, or don't make, like, take the right risk. Just take the right risk. Like, you know, and nigga, if you ain't trying to fuck with no hard, and you ain't trying to get that, you ain't trying to get pulled over no motherfucking hard, sell weed. You know, if you ain't trying to fuck with the weed, and you want some more lower key than that, sell pills. You know, but it's just all what you good at, what you do. I'm not promoting you to be evil or this evil person in the world, but if you are making those type of decisions, be safe about it, be cool about it, be you about it. You feel what I'm saying? That'd be the best outcome. I know niggas still that do shit to this day, you know, ain't never been locked up because they make their next move their best move. You feel me? Like, that's what it's all about. I also got my motherfucking homie, she's so talented. I got Joan Elizabeth.
Yeah, shout out to Joan.
Yeah, shout out to Joan, you know. And I got the homie Debo on there too. He from the home team too and shit like that. He from uptown. Our chemistry is crazy, but I want to work on a tape with Joan soon because the chemistry is so crazy. It remind you of like Janae Aiko and Big Sean type. flows or whatever like that, but
Mm-hmm.
in our own way type stuff. You know what I mean? That's what's cool about it. I want y'all to gravitate to the music when y'all. So make sure y'all relaxing. Make sure y'all really maxing out when y'all play my tape. You feel what I'm saying? When it drop, I got some visuals coming soon. I got Shine already wrapped up.
Shine 804?
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, salute that.
I got that coming out soon. It's a preview on my Instagram page at Holdak3y or whatever. You go search that up or whatever. I just dropped a single off the tape too, called The Same Again. That would be The Same Again or whatever. That's cool. It's available on all platforms right now. You can stream it live right now. You know, that's about it, bro.
Okay. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm catching on to everything that what you're saying, and, you know, as far as where you come from and where you at now. And as far as what you put in your music, is there anything that you try to layer out that you don't want to kind of express? Because, you know, certain things is not meant to be told so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Is there anything that you just try to hold out when you making your music?
Nah. I don't try to really like hold out nothing for real, because I put everything in the simplest form. Like I told you before, like if you are doing something wrong, do it wrong in the best way possible. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to add nothing in my music. It's a lot of truth in my music. It's a lot of like pain, not pain like a nigga that died 25 times and no shit like that, but it's a lot of like lively struggle for like normal cool guy type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, helping the family out type shit. Like niggas be stressed, bro. Like it ain't all about being in the streets stuck in 24/7. Niggas got families, niggas do jobs, niggas do bad things, niggas do good things, you feel me, just to make things work. So in my music I put all that in there, you know what I mean? Like graveyard shifts and all.
Mm-hmm.
All that, bro. Like all that.
I feel it. And I always feel like, well, the one thing about an artist should do is try to be very authentic. Now in this generation, you have a lot of people who just saying anything, doing anything, just to be anything. How are you able to hold yourself accountable and to be disciplined to still be relevant, is what I can say, as far as you being relevant with your music? How are you able to maintain that?
Bro, I know this might sound crazy, bro, but I try to, I blows Instagram, but I don't blow Instagram. Maybe like, you know, I might not go on Instagram for 3 days, because I be trying to be out of touch of the world. Like I don't be trying to be in tune to the biggest challenge or the biggest dance or whatever, because shit get addictive and you can't be your inner self. Like you'll overthink things, you know what I mean? Instead of like, you know, I know a lot of people probably like, damn, should I post this? I feel like you shouldn't even think like that. If you want to post something, bro, post it. I don't care what it is. If your finger, you feel me? Like
it's kind of like you almost compromising.
You feel what I'm saying, bro? It's not, like, come on, bro. You don't gotta live your life like that. So I be trying to like stay to myself, like stay to myself a lot, like, you know, take walks, and I go back and forth to Florida a lot. So, you know, when I go back down to Florida, go fuck with my cousins, my people down there or whatever. Try to really like see what's happening in the different cultures and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, and then bring it to the music and deal with these life problems and deal with my friends and deal with these girls. You know what I mean? Whatever my relationship or whatever. You know, and keep on going on with life. And that's how I stay in tune. That's how I stay relevant. Of course, a nigga still watch ESPN. That's how I stay relevant too. I mean, that's the only type of. I wish y'all would say right now. That's the only type of entertainment I watch for real is ESPN and motherfucking Queen of the South and motherfucking Power. You know, that's and Power falling off too. Power definitely falling off, but anyway, you know, just simple stuff, bro. Just watch old movies. I watch old movies. I watch old westerns. I got that shit from my uncle. My uncle, man, he a goddamn nigga cowboy in a sense type shit. You know, he used to drugs and shit like that. You know, I don't know. All old heads that used to do drugs, bro, they like old ass western movies and shit. I don't know what it is about it, like, but just so happened this nigga was living with us or whatever. So I come downstairs and that shit just get addictive. So it's like relaxing to me. It's therapeutic. You know what I mean? Other than blowing hella weed, cause soon as you blow.
Alright, so just by hearing you and what I'm saying, from what you're saying and the people who kind of brought stuff into your life, and you was able to look at this and that from different views, and which I do understand, because a lot of things that you witnessed, you can never forget what you saw, you can never forget what you was able to feel about it, and so on and so forth. And we talk about a lot about drugs in your music, and also in the conversation that we have, and I watch how when you saying that you don't filter your music, but you're able to express yourself, and you talk about the drugs and all the stuff that you've been through, and I look at how a lot of artists kind of incriminate themselves just because they're giving information about their past. Now, you got some people who's clever, like Jay-Z. Jay-Z can talk about all the stuff he used to do back in the day. That's cool. But now in this generation, like, I'm gonna use Future as an example. Future was always talking about Molly's, Percocets, all different type of pills and assets. But he was always saying that, yeah, I don't tell kids to do drugs or do anything like that. But once individuals look at your music, feel like it's hot, and they hear what you're saying, so I guess that they're taking of what you're saying, that you're doing it. But Future, he does it, but he don't do it as much no more. Yeah. So do you feel like you get yourself in a situation where you're contradicting yourself, but you're only really trying to expose what you've been through?
Yeah, it's I don't know, Jump. That's a good question, bro. That's a good question, bro. I'm excited to answer it, because it's like, in my music and Holdak3y teaching people on how to do about life and how you should go about life. To me, if for real, that's no different. They just telling people do it the safe way and being low key about it. Like there are people who are so cultivated in their own sources of how they know how to criminate stuff and how they know how to scam stuff and get stuff out of people and things like that or whatever. It's like, hey, we stuck in a world that we gotta go sell drugs and do whatever. So why not have another voice telling us to stay safe and be positive and pray every day? You know what I mean? And if you are goddamn grinding or whatever, what they say all the time? Who said it? Jesus said whatever. I get a strap every time before I leave the crib. You gotta be safe out here. You gotta do them type things. Like, what if that young boy won't listen to that song and say, maybe he was on a mindset like, I don't need no gun when I'm doing this, when I'm in this type of environment. But just because he said just because he heard Jesus, I gotta get this strap before I leave the door. He gonna go get the strap before he leave the door. And he might save his life for the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just like, it's just doing back to my way of talking about drugs and things like that, because I never was no motherfucking heavyweight or no selling drugs and whatever. But the experience in my mind and the things I've been through or whatever, I gotta express it. I gotta tell people who are listening, going through that type of culture right now, the things that you can do to make it out. I got one song talking about, you could either sell coke, or you can go chase your dream. You can chase your dream. Like, you can go get a degree, or you can go get a regular job. But whatever you do, you gotta keep on gaining all type of respect from it. You gotta all type of knowledge from it, all type of money, get all the money you can out of it, do it the best way possible you can. Like, either way you choose, just be you in your own self. If it's not you, don't do it.
I mean, I feel it, and then, what I'm saying, because I'm not going to never knock nobody's hustle, but you gotta look at also the end results as far as what you're doing. You saying getting 9 to 5. Okay, you're working. Mm-hmm. That's basically you're a service worker. You're working for somebody to the day you die.
Yeah.
Then when it comes to going to school, you're working your 4 years, 5 years, however long it takes to get a piece of paper. But in the end result, you have to pay back student loans or whatever. Because a lot of people, no matter what it is, if you get a scholarship, that's good. But somehow you got to find a way to pay for other things. You feel me?
Yeah.
You sell drugs, you're making a lot of money, you're invested. At the same time, you gotta worry about the police, you gotta worry about your family, you gotta worry about other people out here, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And also, I forgot what else you said. I know you were talking about school, 9 to 5, and drugs. I think that's it. But, as far as what you're saying, I understand that you're saying if you're gonna do anything, be 100%. But are you also letting people be aware of what they're getting themselves into? Because it's a big world out there. and you know, just saying how you are, you're expressing about what you say in your music, which is true because that's coming from your art. That's, you know, so that's your dialogue. But now, as far as what you're saying is what you're putting out there, it's just the ears of who's listening to your music. Because now it can, somebody who's probably going in the same direction, or probably has been in your direction, can bump to your music like, yo, I used to be that way. So, you know what I'm saying? Is this really what they're taking out of that song that's what's going to push them to do better? We all looking to do better. But at the same time, it's just like, I can't knock you for what you're saying, what you put in your music. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like the end result to a lot of things is what's going on.
Jail and,
you feel me?
I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Dead, they pass away,
Yeah, I mean, it's not even a bad thing.
And I feel like I do touch out on some of that sometime or whatever throughout the day. I mean, I said throughout the day, but like throughout the songs and periodics of the tapes that I'm working on or whatever. But it's like you never know how you're gonna express yourself and deliver stuff when it comes to art and music. You never know, because it's like you might be feeling all lovely and talk about love and girls going through a hard breakup. You're gonna talk about breakup stuff. Like, now I hate the fact that we, like, listen to me now, bro. Like, I hate the fact that we even talk about drugs in the sense of like hyping it up, because I don't even be trying to do that. You feel what I'm saying? My music is more about like living life and aspiration. And if you woke up this morning, thank God, because life is good, life is great. That's another track me and Sean got. You know what I mean? Like, shine, like I told you, you know. But then I go back into stuff like, I wish things was the same again, when I'm reminiscing on how we used to sell drugs, what about how we used to be like a brotherhood type shit. No matter what, everything gonna be okay. No matter if we lost $200, you know, I wish things was the same again. Trapping out, you know what I mean? Just wish things was the same again. Like, really wish things was the same again. That's what I mean. That's, you know, you could take you take what you want from it. It's like somebody giving you advice. You take what you want from it. Yeah. It's like with the music, you gonna take what you want from it, and then some people might get it and some people don't. But my Holdak3y music is more about lively lessons, and you know, if you are doing them things, be safe, bro. Be safe, bro, because it's like, it's real hard out here. It's real hard out here, and you can die from this street shit. And just touching back on that, and you can go to jail for this shit, and you can be a fucking snitch walking around looking crazy as hell to your people. You feel me? Like, that's really real. But also, man, you could be so successful in life just being a nigga. If I had the grades, I wouldn't even be sitting right here doing this interview. I'd probably be a sports doctor or some shit like that. But I ain't I couldn't be in school all day like that. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because it's just like the culture I grew up in, the environment I grew up in. Like, I always needed money. Like, if I ain't had to think about money when I was younger, back in 95, I had a 9 to 5 too. Bagging groceries, doing all types of shit, like, just to get money, bro. Just to get money.
Understood. But bro, I want you to go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you at on social media and where they can check out your music and stuff.
Okay, y'all can find me at Holdak3y. That's Holdk, the number 3, Y. You can search me up there on iTunes. You can look me up at Sleepy Holdak3y. That's Sleepeholdk, number 3, Y. That's the same again. Should pop up. Look out for the Take the Drink Work coming soon, real soon. I say at the end of September, about the end of September. I just got the artwork in and shit like that. So we moving forward with that. Everything great, man.
Already, bro, and I definitely appreciate you doing this interview, bro. Because you know what I'm saying, even, you know what I'm saying, you talking to each other even before we even did the interview. Yeah. And it was a very good conversation. You know what I'm saying, we was both, you know what I'm saying, dropping some gems.
Yeah. Tried to pay for it, bring some gap on my plate, garlic noodles and steak, bouncing out the valet with all these tats on my face. People looking like, hey, black niggas stay in your place, but it's some shit they gon'